Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hey, this is Mecca here. I figured I'd do a quick little. Honestly, the only reason I'm doing this live is because I don't care to edit this, and I know if I record it, I'm just probably never gonna get it up. So I just wanted to jump up on here on the channel and give you all a quick update on what I've been doing in terms of publishing and the like. Yeah, just kind of go from there. So I think I titled this something like I sold my account, and I did. So I sold my KDP account that I'd been building up since what 2016. I sold it back in God. I hope the sound and everything's coming across okay. I didn't bring a microphone for this either. It's very impromptu. Greetings. Hey, is the sound okay, Miss Congeniality? Congeniality? Is the sound okay? I hope so. Um, so I sold my account back in last year, 2021, June-ish, 2021. I sold it. I got like $300,000 for it or so Canadian, I think, somewhere around there. Um, but that was cool. It was. I'd been trying to sell it for a while. I just wanted a kind of a cash out, change the scenery type of thing. Um, I think these businesses are great to build up and then sell, but just my philosophy of how the whole publishing space worked and everything had changed. It was crazy. It was a bit of an emotional roller coaster selling it because like my Blackness Guy books, my video game guide books, those that shit changed everything for me. Those books in that account changed everything, for me and the family. So it was kind of weird not being tied to them. Like I have boxes of those books at home. But hey, it is what it is. I sold it, and that's that. But here I got some notes here. I'm gonna talk off of. But yeah, and then I kind of just chilled for a bit. It wasn't publishing, obviously, because I just sold the account. I grew. I was just focusing on spending time with the kids, my wife, and because we moved back to Canada, right? But I'm in Mexico again right now, so it's kind of weird that I'm coming to you from Mexico again, where it all started. We're in Monterey for the next 2 months or so, but. I was focusing on growing my other brand, the Driven Hard brands, my other YouTube channels with the car and all of that. And like last month, I think we did just over 1.2 million views. And so I've just been focusing on that. And honestly, the biggest thing is just been focusing on things that have just been fun. That's been the main focus. Now there has to be a balance between what's fun and what pays the bills, right? There's very, right. So yeah, like so that's why I kind of just stopped putting out the videos on this channel. Like I got tired of it. It got boring, right? Talking the same thing over and over again. It was just like I'd rather be going to the dentist, and I hate going to the dentist. So I stopped doing the videos, right? Because life's too short. Don't do stuff you don't enjoy. But I was still focusing on my students, right? In my in the program, my self-published blueprint, I was still focusing on the students. I was revamping that course and just updating it and getting it all for the 2021, 2022 era of Amazon. So I was doing that because that's what I owe them. And yeah, that was that. But where we're at now is I'm going to start publishing again, but I'm going to do it a lot differently than before. And that's why I wanted to kind of bring a quick little update video here that, when I think back to the times that I had the most fun publishing, it was the times I didn't, it was the times where I was publishing books that I actually enjoyed. Right. And I think that's the key thing. And so many people kind of get into this space without thinking about, it's like, what books can I make money off of? Well, you can literally make money off any book. What books are you going to enjoy building a business around? That should be really the fundamental question. And like my Nintendo books to this day are the highest paying books that I had out because I had the most fun creating them. I put the most effort into them. I put the most effort into marketing them. Thus was going to give the longest returns on them compared to anything else that I did. And so now we're kind of switching it up and we're doing something else because, like, I don't know if you knew, but we're really into cars. Um, and so we're coming out with a book about road trips. And we came up with this idea when we were traveling down to Mexico from Canada. Came up with this idea because, I had to keep the kids entertained, and I can't pinpoint the exact moment that we're like, oh, we should do a book on this. But then we started looking into it, and we're like, oh shit, there's a big opportunity here, right? And so boom, we just started getting to work, and it's crazy because, yeah, I was talking to a friend, and he's like, Mecca man, you breaking every single self-publishing rule there is with this book, though. Are you sure? You sure it's gonna work? Like, yeah, don't worry, bro. It's gonna work. And that's so true, right? Because, like, I am kind of breaking every single rule, and I think that is why I want to. I was thinking, like, just documenting the journey on the channel, like maybe one video a week or something, kind of giving you a rundown of where the book is and the different things, because I'm doing this one so differently. It's you think about it, I haven't bothered to look at what keywords are going to work, right? That's not important, right? I haven't looked at how much demand there is on Amazon. It's not. And I'll talk about that in a second. And more importantly, the majority of our research, 80% of our research has been off Amazon research. And if you think about it from all, like, I know my program would teach that. That is the majority of the way you do things, right? You look on Amazon and you check your keywords, you check your demand and all of that. And I'm just like, nah, that shit doesn't matter. And that's why I'm like more excited just to make it work, to prove to, right, that it does work. Because we saw such a big hole in the market outside of Amazon. We're like, wait a minute, we could fulfill this, because this will be the first of its kind, this type of book. And it's a book to help educate and entertain kids while they're traveling with their families along specific routes. We're starting with the US, specific routes. And that's what the book is. And I don't know. It's just, I'm excited about it. Like I said, the outline is pretty much like 85% done. Mariana's just finishing up the last little bit. And this is something that me and her are working on together. So it's not like just a solo project. This is like the old days. Yeah, like, because she helped with the Nintendo covers. This is like me and her, we working on this. Even the kids are involved, like, because the kids are going to have a nice letter in there for the other kids. It is a children's book, 6 to 12 years old. So it's kind of like family fair. So it's going to be really, really cool. And we don't have a title yet. We're not sure what author name we're going to use or publishing name we're going to use for it yet. I do know we're going to have a really sick photo. I think it was on my Instagram, like, with us jumping with the rover, and then there's a rainbow in it. I think that's going to be like the photo we're going to have on the back as like the author. It's like the family is the author, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking that's what we'll do on the back. But we're still sorting that out. But I don't know. The thought of like creating the book and going through all this process, it got me so excited. But then the thought of like being able to share that with all of you, because I was just going to keep it with the students in the course, but I was like, oh no, I got a channel. I'll use it. And so I was like, I'll just do weekly updates for the people who want to watch it, and they can kind of see the progress of this book. And like, who knows? I have no idea how this is going to go. Well, I know it's going to work because I'm just going to make it work. And I think that's going to be the premise of this little series or adventure that I'm going to do, is you're just going to see how you can take your whatever idea, despite what Amazon says. I'm going to show you how to take your idea and then just make it work and create money. And that's essentially what I'm going to do with this book, or this series of books. So it'll be exciting to kind of see how many books does it take me to do. But I think it should be good. So I'm excited about that. So it'll be fun. But I won't stay on here too long. But I do want to kind of make this like the first unofficial update. So where's the book? So outline almost done. Now the writer. So we have hired a writer, but she's only going to do about maybe 60% of the book, and we're actually going to be writing the other 40%. The reason being is I think we made it overly complicated, but it's a very complex book. Like it's not just like it's crazy. And then I can't wait till you guys actually see this finished project. I can't wait to see this finished project. Um, so it's going to be like, yeah, 60% the writer and then 40% us. And then we've the illustrator that we want, we found our dream illustrator. Now I found her because one of the other books we were doing research on, I can't remember the name of it, but she was the illustrator for that book. And that book was published through a company, a big Fox publishing company or something like that. And so I did all my research online, and I found her, and I found her phone number, and I called her up. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, my name's Rebecca. We're publishing a book, and I saw your info and tracked it down, and I was like hoping we could talk about hiring you." And she said, "Yes, we can." And so I sent her like an NDA. Never done that before, but I only did that because she does have ties to a large publishing company. So I just want to make sure my information is protected. She doesn't run off with the idea. Normally, I've never sent an NDA to anybody before for freelancers. But so she's reviewing the contract that she has with the publishing company to make sure that there's no, what do you call it? There's no, that she's allowed to work on this other type of book, because our book is not like her book that she worked on. It is very different in lots of aspects, but it's still road trip. So it still has that general idea. So she's just making sure that she's clear to work on that. So hopefully I'll hear back from her in the next couple of days, but that'd be really, really cool. She is our dream illustrator. I have no idea how much I'm thinking it might cost like $2,000 to hire her to illustrate the damn book, but who knows? We'll see. Then we need like a book designer, because we need a book designer because the way we have this laid out, I don't know if I can share a screen here, but the way we have this kind of laid out, it's just different. Maybe in the next video I do, the update video, I'll have some page layouts and stuff for you to kind of give you a bit more insight of how we're doing it. But it's complicated. Like it's been a challenge to try to find the right type of people who are able to get what we're thinking onto paper for us. But the one thing I've learned is when it's harder and it takes longer, then that's a great way of standing out from the competition. And that's the main thing that we want to do because, and then I was just looking at copywriting, because you want to have everything protected, especially on Amazon now, right? That's a big change, especially with ACX. You need to have everything copyrighted and file trademarks. And so we were just looking at that, but you need to have your title done before you can file a copyright. So we still have to get some work to go with that. But I don't know. I'm really excited. Like publishing this way is a lot more fun than just finding, I want to do like random book because the keyword's good. So I'm just going to publish books on that. And that was a great way, especially when I started, that was a great way of doing things, but shit, it gets boring, right? So this is, this way when you're producing a volume of work that you're excited about, and you guys will see it. Like you'll see the finished product and all of that. Like our names are going to be all over it. It won't be like author name Meko site because it's like I think that sounds stupid. It'll be something way cooler than that, right? But no, like I'm excited. Like it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So I just want to kind of bring you guys that little update here. From selling the account to last year to kind of just chilling, relaxing a little bit, having some fun, and just focusing on the things that I was really enjoying. But one of the things I do miss doing little videos like this, and like, hey, don't expect any like insane, what do you call it, production value. Honestly, they just might be live stream updates like this because I don't know if I want to put the time and effort into editing the videos. I just want to kind of give you the raw behind the scenes look of what it's like maybe that's how I'll keep this raw and behind the scenes look of what it's like to produce um, a book and just force it to make money by the old school way of marketing and all of that. Um, and why am I so confident that I can do this? Because I've done it before, right? So that's it. I think that's all it. So, anyways, guys, I just want to kind of lay that down there so you know what's expected for the next little bit. It's Monday, January 31st right now. We did underestimate the amount of work that this a lot of it was going to be. We thought it was going to be ordered by January 7th. But we our writer cannot start writing for us until February 14th. So we got 2 more weeks. So, but the outline should be finalized this week. In fact, when it's finalized, I'll probably bring a quick little update video then. That's probably makes more sense. And bring a bit more information of what we're at, and hopefully we've heard back from the illustrator, and we know a few more other things that we're going to be doing. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and 2022 has been absolutely wonderful for us. It started off with a pipe bursting and exploding at our house flooding. Thus, we in Mexico for a few months while the repairs are being done. Funny how things work out, but it all good. It all good. So, all right, everybody. Hope you all doing well. We'll speak soon.